Hi guys, and welcome to another video. I'm so proud of myself because I have been consistent the last, I'd say, 2 months. Yeah, so I'm really proud of myself. Oh, hold on, I've got the goods in my pocket. 1 second. So I am coming with another video because might be a bit late to the table, but I think I did it this time last year. I was a bit late last year, but today we are doing Japanese onion seeds. And I'm going to try and do as many as possible because last year I've already done my onion sets, which I did in the last video. And I explained that those sets were from my Japanese onion seeds that I did last year, and they were just the smaller onions and I didn't want to waste them, so I thought I'd plant them as sets. And also just because I find when I buy sets, even what's deemed as good quality sets from the garden shop, they never come out big, they're never that good. But the seeds, that's the way to go. So I would suggest if you want proper, when I started gardening, I started with the onion sets, and then I realized that it wasn't very good. So I would suggest doing the onion seeds, and these are obviously overwintering onions. Japanese onions, because you can plant them in the autumn and then you can harvest them in June. Yeah, I think it's in June you can harvest them. And I want to do lots and lots of onions so that I've got enough stock for the following autumn and winter. So I think this should do. You use garlic pretty much every day in my cooking. It's the same with onions. So I would suggest whatever you use a lot of is what you probably want to stock up on. It's just not the same. I mean, now that I've done garlic and I've grown my own garlic, although I have to go to the store now because I've run out from the last sets that I grew, I keep thinking I wish I'd done more, just so that, I don't know, I just it's so much nicer and fresher and satisfying to know that you've grown the garlic yourself. So this is what the onion seeds look like. I shall show you. Too many. They are so small, but it's amazing that they grow into these massive onions. I haven't quite yet figured out where I am going to plant them, but I think what I'm going to do is create my own little onion bed or two to plant the onions in. So what I've got here is 3 trays. I'm probably going to use more. These are my biggest ones, and then I've got some smaller ones. I'm going to fill them. I'm going to put about 2 or 3 seeds in each tray, and then we're going to let it do its thing. I do wish I'd done this a bit earlier, but there's so much that just happens with family, kids, life, work. Sometimes I don't do things when I would like to do them, but I go ahead and do them anyway because I think that most of the time it works out anyway, and they grow, so it's perfectly fine. Alright, more compost definitely needed. It looks as if the spiders like my compost because there's loads in here. Right. lightly patting it. I'm putting my fingers in there because that's where I want to put the seeds. Uh-oh, we've got a little snail guy in here. Yeah. And I'd recommend, if you're a beginner gardener, when I started gardening, it was in those times when Wilko was still around. And I used to find getting seeds and gardening stuff from Wilko was actually really cheap. Now that Wilko's gone, it has felt like there's been quite a gap. But I would suggest going onto eBay, because eBay's got, I find there's more competitive prices than going straight to the garden center. Because if you haven't got all the stuff that you need, well, there's not a lot that you need, to be fair, but initially, because you do tend to build stuff up, like tools and things, but it can feel like you're spending a bit of money right in the beginning. I mean, at the moment, right now, all I spend money on is seeds, and I don't really spend money on much else. And all my seeds I now get on eBay. Oh. So I actually can't find my gloves, but there's something really satisfying about just using my nails, or my hands, should I say. I was a bit worried about getting them too dirty, but there's just something really satisfying about it. I can feel everything. Right. I'm just gonna do one more and then see if that's enough. But like I said, I'm literally gonna pretty much go crazy when it comes to onions. We're gonna have a huge harvest next year. You'll see. I'm gonna speak it out in Jesus' name. We're gonna have a harvest. We're gonna have a harvest. Literally all the things that I've been wanting to do, not just with gardening, but in my life. There's gonna be a harvest next year, you'll see. Just wait. Wait and see. Right, I'm gonna get my seeds right here. Ooh, got some, what is that? Got little flies, my God. Right, okay, so I hope I can see the seeds with my black hands. And then I'm gonna pop about maybe 4 in one cell. I'm just gonna thinly place them in each cell. And what's going to happen is when they start to get a bit bigger, is I'm going to separate them. And when it comes to planting time, I will plant them one by one each. I can't remember when. I'm just trying to remember when I planted them into their beds last time. Well, we'll see. When they get big enough, basically, I'll do a video and we'll plant them straight into the beds. And it'll be into a bed that I'm going to make. Because the last onions I did behind me here, I don't want to do that again, because I don't think, from what I've read, I don't think you're meant to plant onions in the same spot for 2 years in a row. Something like that. So I'm going to make sure I have some new beds. Now I don't know, yeah, I've done these two. This is a problem when they're so dark, you can't actually see what's going on. then I'm just going to lightly put my fingers there. Okay. Wow, it's muddy. So I'm definitely probably going to need more trays here. Haven't done these. Okay, I'm just gonna put these. Oh, why did I take all of them out? Like, what's wrong with me? Right, I need a bigger. I don't want to lose them, and I need to put some more. Please don't go. Okay, I lost just a couple, but it's fine. All right, I'm gonna put some more. Oh my gosh, compost. Might as well just finish all this compost. I'll use all the compost that I have. And then get some more trays. I'm just going to put these aside so I know that I've done them before I start getting myself into a confused state as to what I have or haven't done. 2 and 3, and we're going to cover those right at the end. Okay. We are going to have an abundance next year. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And because I've already seen, I'm only excited because I've already seen what they can do. Because last year we had some good onions, some really good sized onions. I probably wouldn't be this excited if I was doing this for the first time. I would not be this excited because I've already seen it. I'm excited. Right, too much sand. Poke our little fingers in there. Put a bit more in there for covering. Right. And then we're going to get our onion seeds again. See if they're all... I think that'll be alright. I don't think I need to do any more trays after this. It's too many in there. Okay, I think I might have gone a bit overboard with these. Let's cover these guys up. There's so many things that, like, the last couple of years, honestly, I've been wanting to do. And I felt like there's not been a lot of movement in even the things that I feel like God has said, this is what you must do. I have honestly felt like there just hasn't been much movement in it. And I, like, for the first time in a long time, I actually have like a good gut feeling about this next season. Because honestly, like, I've had quite a few disappointments the last year, 2 years, 3 years, and I do feel like it's really like my time now, which is a weird thing to say, but I do really feel like it's my time. I still don't fully know what that means, but I feel like everything's coming together at the right time, because maybe the last 3 years, even though I felt like God said this is what you must do, maybe it just took time for it to develop and form, and now I feel like it is time. So I'm really excited about this next season in my life, and things coming together, and things flourishing, and dry bones coming together again. So I'm really, really excited. It's exciting times. And I honestly just can't wait to see what God's going to do in my life, in my family's lives, in my friends' lives. I'm so excited. Oh, right, so we're not going to use that other one. Right, okay. I'll put that one back. It's like I think for everything there is a season, for sure. There's a season for everything. And sometimes it's like patience, and that patience is hard. Like, patience, I've realized patience is hard. It's like the hardest thing. I think it's the hardest thing I've ever done, is waiting on God. It's literally the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But I feel like I got through it, came out better on the other side, and now I'm like full of joy more than I ever was before. So maybe that was needed. I think, you know what I think it is that I think God takes his time with precious things, if that makes any sense. Like, things that are precious to him, he takes time. If he's called you for a purpose, he takes time. It's not like he's just going to say overnight. There's no way. Like, I feel like he develops us, and he molds us, and he shapes us. And we have to wait. There's always a waiting season. But at the end of it, it's like joy. Like, there's just that joy at the end of it. Even though it doesn't feel like when you're going through it, it definitely doesn't feel like it at all. But yeah, I feel like I've come out on the other side just like full of joy and hope again, and just kind of like becoming the person that he's called me to be, which is actually really, really amazing. So I am grateful. I'm grateful for the tough seasons, definitely grateful for the tough seasons. It's made me become a better person. It's nice to know that, you know, tough times do come to an end eventually. Doesn't feel like it when you're going through it though, at all. Alright, okay, so that is it. So I'm going to, what I do wish I had done was put some I don't even know what it's called anymore. The booster stuff that you put to make your plants grow in the beginning. So I wish I'd done that, and I haven't done that, and I don't know where it is. But either way, I'm gonna water these, and then I will, yeah, that's fine. I'll water them. I haven't labeled them, and I need to label them because I've got my cabbages here. What to go on a Oh no! Oh gosh, it's the snails. Look at that. Cheeky. Oh, flipping heck. Excuse my language, you know, I won't swear, but. Oh man. Do you know how hard I work for those cabbages? And those snails. Look at that. Okay, these are better, but these ones. Oh man, I worked for those. Okay, these are my cabbages. Them snails, sneaky snails. So I'm gonna elevate them. I'll have to elevate them because I don't trust. Oh. Right, okay. On a different note, so we're gonna water our onions, and then hopefully, I don't actually know when they come out. Take a couple of weeks, they will come out, and then once they are like long and thick, once I feel like they're long and thick enough, I will do another video showing how I put them in the plant bed. You have to do these onion seeds, guys. I promise you'll love it. You'll do it every year after this. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna water them, and then I say a couple of weeks. It usually takes a couple of months for them to thicken. I can't remember when I put them in beds last year, but I'll probably write it in the caption below, because there will be a past video that I've done. But in a couple of months, we will move them to another bed when they're strong enough, and then they're going to start to grow for the spring, and they're going to get big, and yeah, that's the exciting part. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to water your onion seeds, please. Do water them. I'm probably not going to do a lot of watering after this, because we're in the autumn and there's a lot more rain than there used to be in the summer. So I'm not doing a lot of watering in my autumn garden at the moment. I'm just relying on the rain, because the rain's always the best anyway. So that is what I'm going to do. And then yeah, leave it alone, and it kind of does its own thing. I don't have to take care of it much. I just leave it alone. And that's the best thing about autumn planting, is that I'm not having to water stuff all the time. I can just plant it, water it, and leave it alone. The environment will do the rest. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next video.